So today will be the second journal entry, and the first journal entry I've made since leaving Markarth. It's been quite some time since I've made a journal entry, and Morthal, the journey towards it, has been quite perilous. So, let's begin where I left off, from leaving the Forsworn territories. It all began as soon as I left the encampment. A mysterious woman came, thinking that she may be Forsworn reinforcements. I quickly decided to leave. Both my strength and bloodlust were fading, so being in a fight did not seem right. She later seemed friendly.
Oh, did you need something?
Very silent, but not hostile. As she continued to follow me, I ran into a bandit encampment. I was trying to get through unnoticed, however. If you wish to follow me, you'll have to fight with me in battle.
Fine day with you. Lead the way.
Things got hairy. She could prove herself on her own, and most of the time I was caught in bad angles where my archery could not help her. So she ended up doing most of her work with a simple blade. After the fight, she came out relatively unscathed, though we treated her shoulder after taking a bolt. Her armor took most of the damage, though. Towards this journey, she proved very capable of fighting wildlife as well as bandits. Anything in her way was crushed. We continued forth, and I ran into a Stormcloak camp. Rather than go through, I decided to cross a river, with a wolf guarding it. After dispatching the wolf, I quickly crossed the river. However, that proved a very bad decision, as while arrows and steel could be deadly, so is the cold, especially when wet. I continued on my journey. We ran into a very angry Nordwoman who threw insults at the first moment we met.
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother.
This led to a confrontation. At first, I only meant to give her a few hits with my wooden stick. However, my new companion decided that she was a threat and immediately pounced on her, killing her. After scolding her on just ruthlessly killing somebody, we found a shack, seemingly a good place to stay for the night. However, upon entering, we found that it was inhabited by the corpse of a Nordman. Upon leaving, we found a wolf, what seemed to be his dog, in fact, from his journal. It seemed friendly enough, and I decided to tame it for myself. It would always be good to have another companion, especially a four-legged beast. We decided to set camp near the shack. It proved good, as larger numbers meant less likely bandit attacks than being by myself, as well as having a friendly dog and a friendly companion. Fighting us would be very futile. We rested, learned a little bit about each other, as well as ate and drank. Overall, it was one of the much better nights I've ever had in Skyrim. Afterwards, we decided to make forth first thing in the morning, through the marshlands. The marshlands seemed perilous, inhabited by many mud crabs. However, our combat experience was more than enough to handle any threat. Miko, the dog, however, nearly lost his life. Even the spiders, oh the poor spiders, had to battle their way through the marshes. How cruel nature can be. We continued forth. We had finally reached Morthal. As we entered Morthal, everything seemed fine. It was a nice chilly day, and as we headed towards the inn, we were met by a courier who had a letter from the Jarl.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
As I read the letter, it turns out it was from the Jarl of Farkraith, who wished to see me if I ever came around. It seems my name has spread across the lands. As I headed towards the inn, I decided to see where this hunter was. But for now, first thing, I decided it'd be good to take a rest. I'm going to turn in for the night, and I'll continue my journal entry another day. Until then, stay safe, travelers.